All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're tackling a really big one. How do you build an online business that, well, practically runs itself? We're talking about a machine that generates sales 24/7, even if you feel like all this tech stuff is a completely alien language. So, let's break it down. I mean, this is the dream for so many of us, isn't it? The idea that your business is making money while you're asleep or on vacation, or hey, even while you're busy creating your next big thing. And look, this isn't some far-off fantasy. It's actually a super achievable reality. But there's usually one big thing that gets in the way.
And yep, there it is. All those words, funnels, landing pages, email automation, integrations. It's enough to make your head spin, right? It can feel so intimidating that you just want to throw in the towel before you even begin. But here's the good news, and this is really the whole point of what we're talking about today. You absolutely do not need to be a tech wizard to do this anymore.
So how do we get there? Well, it all starts with a pretty fundamental shift in how you think about this whole process. It's really not about the specific tools you use, it's about the journey you create for your customer. And this right here, this is the absolute key. Your job is not to write a single line of code or figure out how to configure a server. Nope, your job is to understand the journey, that path a complete stranger takes to become a happy, paying customer. You see, it's all about psychology and strategy, not programming. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The technology, all the software, all the fancy tools, they're just the car. You are the driver, and you've got the map. And your strategy? That is the map. It tells the technology exactly where to go, every step of the way. Okay, so let's get really clear on what we're talking about here. This isn't just about having a website or a social media page. What we're building is a connected ecosystem. It's a whole series of steps that work together totally seamlessly to guide someone from, hey, I've never even heard of you, all the way to, here, just take my money. And the best part, it does it all on its own. All right, so what does this whole ecosystem, this machine actually look like on the inside? What are the moving parts? Let's pop the hood and break down the core components. So at the very heart of this machine is something called a digital funnel. And you can see the entire journey laid out right here. The idea is actually super simple. You're just guiding potential customers through 5 key stages, all the way from first hearing about you, right through the sale, and even what happens after. So let's walk through each step. Okay, step 1. It all starts with getting eyeballs on your stuff, right? We call this traffic. You gotta get people to your digital doorstep. Now you can pay for it with things like ads, or you can earn it for free, organically, by creating great content that pops up on Google or social media. The main thing is you want a few different ways for people to discover you. Now, once someone lands on your page, you have one and only one primary goal: get their email address. And the way you do that is with a special page, a landing page, where you offer them something really valuable for free. Could be a guide, a checklist, a short video, anything, really. And you give it to them in exchange for their email. This little freebie has a name. It's called a lead magnet. Okay, and this is where the real magic of automation kicks in. As soon as you have that email, a series of pre-written emails starts going out to them automatically, maybe over a few days, maybe a few weeks. And listen, these emails are not just about selling, not at all. Their job is to build trust, to give value, and to show this new person exactly how you can help solve their problems. So after you've built that trust and warmed them up, that email sequence then guides them over to a sales page that's designed to do one thing: close the deal. But the machine doesn't just stop when you make a sale. Oh no. After they buy, it can automatically send a welcome message, deliver whatever they bought, or even offer them something extra, what we call an upsell.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Whoa, that sounds like a lot of different moving parts to try and connect together. And you know what? A few years ago, it was. But these days, modern tools have made this stuff incredibly simple. So let's look at how this all comes together with zero coding required. Honestly, this right here is the game changer. You used to need one tool for your landing pages, another for your email marketing, and yet another one to handle payments. It was a mess. But not anymore. These all-in-one platforms bundle everything you need into one place, so you can build and manage your entire sales machine from one single, easy-to-use dashboard. So a couple of great examples get highlighted here. If you're just starting out and want to build a pretty straightforward machine, a tool like GetResponse is awesome. It's super simple, really intuitive, and has great drag and drop features. Now, if you're building something a bit more complex, a more powerful system, then a platform like Systeme.io is fantastic because it integrates pretty much everything you could ever need all in one spot.
So, what does all of this actually mean for you? Well, having tools like this at your fingertips, it completely changes your role as an entrepreneur. It's a huge shift.
I want you to really let this sink in. You are not a programmer. Your value isn't in knowing how to code. Your true value is in being a digital strategist. You're the architect who designs the customer's journey. You draw the blueprints for the sales machine. And the software? That's just the construction crew that builds it for you. And making this shift gives you a massive advantage. You're not reinventing the wheel anymore. You get to use templates and frameworks that are already proven to work. You can track data at every single step, which means you can see exactly what's working and what needs a little tweaking. And ultimately, this frees you up to work on your business, focusing on the big picture, on strategy, on growth, instead of being stuck down in the technical weeds all day. And that really is the most exciting part of all of this. Once you have this automated system in place, generating revenue for you, it frees up your single most valuable resource, your time. So the real question isn't if you can build this machine. The question is, once you do, what will you build next? What new ideas, what new products, what new adventures will you finally have the freedom to go after?